Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin.
Hey, it's Brian Grams here at the Volo Auto Museum, where we've got hundreds of collector cars for sale. Normally you see my brother doing these videos, but today I'm doing the videos because, well, it's my own personal car. It's a 1959 Cadillac Coupe deVille, and it's you could say it's a resto mod. It's got a 6.2 liter LS motor in it, overdrive transmission, modern air conditioning, air ride suspension, all the goodies. I spent about 4 or 5 years with the car. I put about 10,000 miles on it, and we're going to take it for a spin, and I'll show you a little bit about the car. Montoya Customs, they're a car custom shop out of Kankakee. They're the ones that did all the cosmetics of the car. When I purchased it, it was a stock original 59 Cadillac. They had an older frame-off restoration, and was starting to show its age a little bit. But it was the perfect car for what I wanted to do. I didn't want to restore a car. I just wanted to make it into my own, and this is what he came up with. The paint, they spent hundreds of hours block sanding, and if you look down the side of this car, it's as laser straight as a big paneled car like this could be. They wanted to go with a custom color on it. I did not like the custom colors because they're harder to blend if you were to get some damage on it. So this is a factory Ford. GN is the paint code. Purple color that was used on the Ford Splashes and the Ford Probes. So it's very easy to repair any of the paint on it. Montoya, besides, they took the car apart. The doors were off, hood fenders, all the chrome, stainless, everything was off when they painted the car. When the car went back together, all new weather stripping and such, was installed at the time too. And they did the interior. It was a color change on the interior, so it's all redone. From the headliner all the way done, it's all new upholstery. They did some custom work like the cup holder with the custom pinstripe and some pinstriping on the dash and that, and a little plaque in the back of the seat that says Angry Orchid. That's the name I came up with the car. The roof, a lot of time put into this roof. It's a monster flake with a lot of pinstriping. They did the lace over it. Out in the sunlight, you need to wear sunglasses to look at that roof. They also put a full air ride system on it. It's an E-level, which in my opinion is the best air ride system that's out there. The car will self-adjust. So if it's got 3 presets, you can set them, and it also has manual controls to adjust it. But if you set it at ride height and you get a passenger in the car, so the car goes down a little bit, it'll automatically level it out on its own. So that's a very nice feature. When you turn the key on, the car automatically goes to ride height, but it will lay all the way down on the ground. They notch the frame, they raise the drive shaft tunnel and that, so it sits frame right on the ground. It doesn't get any lower than this car does, and well, a big old Cadillac laying on the ground is just absolutely beautiful. Besides the appearance of the car, all the hand-painted pinstripes, and that's all under the clear, so it's not going to fade away or rub off or anything. Some of the other stuff that was done were the mechanics of the car. All the driveline has been yanked out and replaced with modern. It's got a 6.2 LS motor out of a Cadillac Escalade. 405 horsepower, 415 pounds of torque are the factory specs, and I did have it dyno-tuned to get a little bit more performance than even that out of there. The dyno tuning was done just so everything went together well in the car. The shift patterns, the shift points in that are all set precisely. The car just drives as if it was built in 2020. It's also a factory air-conditioned car. But we did retrofit all the air conditioning to work with the factory ductwork and the factory controls. So unlike a lot of the resto mods that have aftermarket switches and aftermarket ductwork, there's no beauty taken away from the original dash on the car. It's all the factory controls, which It's all connected to a modern air conditioning system. The heat system was all rebuilt as well. The heater control valve, heater core, all the vacuum pods, the vacuum lines, the heater box, all that's been gone through. Like I said, I built it because I enjoy driving cars. I'm not so much a guy that will, pull into a car show and pull up my lawn chair and sit all day. I go to car events, I drive it. I said in the past about 4 years, I've put about 10,000, 12,000 miles on this car. Looking it over, a lot of detail went into it. Again, it was restored prior to me getting the car, so I didn't have to, do the chrome, and a lot of that stuff is basically the drive line and then the paint and the customizing. So the chrome in that is from the original restoration. Underneath the car is very nice. They did put new floor pans in it, welded in new floor pans. But the frame and everything is nice, smooth, clean metal. A guy could, it's not show quality underneath the car, but it's very, very clean and presentable. The engine, the trunk, all that's been detailed out pretty nice. The door jambs, the doors, everything was off the car when it was done. I put seat belts in it. I've got kids, so there's 3 seat belts in the back, seat belts in the front. One of the other things that's a nice feature on it is the dash of the car. A lot of times when people do the resto mods, because you're working with electronics versus mechanical, is they'll put aftermarket gauges in there, very modern looking gauges. And I didn't want to go that route. I wanted the dash that looked 1959. So we were able to retrofit everything to work with all the factory equipment. So you've got the original gas gauge, original temperature gauge, even the speedometer. We got a Dakota dash that converted the electric impulses to a mechanical cable, so the speedometer is working. Everything on the dash is real nice. The idiot lights work. It does have a check engine light underneath the dash, kind of tucked away, so you'll see a orange glow if something were to happen, but otherwise there's nothing on there. The air ride system also has a phone app that you can put on there that you can raise and lower the car from your own phone. I lift up the hood and open up the trunk. Under the hood, everything was apart, so everything was all painted purple, to match the rest of the car. I didn't want to open the hood and it looked like a Trailblazer, under the hood. So I had the engine painted blue. I got coil covers on there and had them, hand pin striped to say Cadillac and kind of mimic the original valve covers. And then I used the Cadillac Escalade cover and just painted it, blue with the white stripes to match. Serpentine belt, it's all the modern stuff. Be Cool radiator with 2 electric fans. Never have a overheating problem with this thing. It does not, ever get hot. Inside the trunk, it's just a nice black carpet finish, and then it shows off the air ride. The tank and all the equipment back there is all put in professionally. It's not a thrown in hack job. And a lot of people think air ride rides rough. That is not the case. Is actually the 4th air ride car that I've had, and when they're done right, they ride awesome. I would never have a 59 Cadillac on springs because the air ride just rides so much nicer. It takes away that boaty feeling, but it still feels like you're riding on a cloud. And you see everything's nicely done. It was pinstriped and painted to match, and then just upholstered in a black carpet. Like I said, I put about 10,000 miles on the car, and the only reason I'm selling it is I actually have a 59 Buick that I'm working on, and unfortunately I don't have the garage space to have multiple cars, so that's the only reason I'm getting rid of this one. And I tell you what, I know I'm going to regret it one day, because I've never driven a car that's gotten so much attention as this one. I've gone to restaurants where people have bought me drinks and bought me appetizers just to break the ice to talk about the car. I've gone to, restaurants and that, they'll park you right up front. People will walk past Ferraris, walk past Lamborghinis, to come and check this car out. It's loved by people of all ages, men, women, young, old. It's just a beautiful car, beautiful work of art, and it's an attention grabber. There's a couple small, minor imperfections here and there on it. Again, I did drive it 10,000 miles. There's a little nick here on the by the antenna that was touched up. There's a nick on the trunk that was touched up. The driver's door has a little nick on the edge here that was touched up. But outside of that, I mean, you can see from the video, it's quite the impressive paint job. Once we get it around here, I'll go ahead and lower it down because we had to have the car in the up position in order to clear the turntable. But we'll get it sideways here, and I'll lower it down, and you'll be able to see how the car looks down. The exhaust on the car was another thing. It is about $2,500. It's a 2.5-inch pipe, which is much bigger than what these were originally. And you got the air ride on there. So they had to cut, bend, and weld together this exhaust to go through without touching anything, and to be able to drop all the way down on the ground. So the exhaust is pretty awesome that it goes through, and it clears everything. There's no vibration, no rattle, and it's got a heck of a sound to it. What's very nice is when you're inside the car, you don't have that loud rumble. When you're driving down the road, it's very quiet, but coming out the back of the pipes, you got a real loud, snappy exhaust. So it doesn't sound like a new Escalade. It's got that old car sound to it. I'll go ahead and put the car all the way down so you can see what it looks like. Here's a popping from something on the turntable possibly. But that's the car all the way down. And like I said, it doesn't get any lower than that when you come to a bag Cadillac. Like I say, you take it to a show. I've taken numerous awards with this car just because people think it's so cool. Anyway, that's my car. I love it, and I hope the next owner will too. You can see lots of pictures of the car on our website, volocars.com. And as Jay says, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos like this. Thank you.